The implications of Marcus Garvey's posthumous pardon on the African diaspora are profound and multifaceted, touching on historical justice, collective identity, and the enduring struggle for equity and recognition. Recognition of historical injustice. Garvey's pardon acknowledges the systemic racial discrimination that has historically undermined Black leaders and movements. His conviction for mail fraud in 1923 was widely criticized as racially motivated, an attempt to suppress his activism and dismantle the growing Black nationalist movement. By correcting this historical wrong, the pardon serves as a symbolic victory for the African diaspora, affirming that such injustices can and should be addressed, even decades later. Affirmation of Garvey's legacy. Marcus Garvey's vision of self-determination, racial pride, and economic empowerment laid the groundwork for many subsequent movements within the African diaspora, including the civil rights movement, Pan-Africanism, and Black liberation struggles globally. His emphasis on reconnecting African descendants with their ancestral heritage remains a cornerstone of diasporic identity. This pardon reinforces the legitimacy of his ideals and celebrates his pivotal role in inspiring leaders like Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela, and Martin Luther King Jr. Strengthening diasporic unity. The pardon highlights the shared struggles and triumphs of the African diaspora, encouraging a sense of collective identity across national and cultural boundaries. Garvey's founding of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNA, was one of the first large-scale movements to unite African descendants worldwide. Recognizing his contributions fosters a renewed sense of unity and purpose among descendants of the African diaspora. Advancing reparative justice. The act of clemency contributes to the broader conversation around reparative justice for historical wrongs faced by African-descended peoples. It aligns with calls for reparations, institutional reform, and acknowledgement of the systemic inequalities rooted in colonialism and slavery. Garvey's pardon could inspire similar actions for other individuals and groups who have faced persecution for advancing racial justice and equity. Cultural and educational impact. The pardon amplifies awareness of Marcus Garvey's work and ideals among younger generations in the African diaspora. It encourages educational institutions to revisit and integrate his contributions into curricula. This can inspire a new generation to engage with the principles of self-empowerment, entrepreneurship, and Pan-African solidarity that Garvey championed. Symbol of progress in the U.S. The pardon reflects progress in the United States' acknowledgement of its role in perpetuating racial inequities. It signals a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about the criminal justice system's role in targeting Black leaders historically. President Biden's decision can serve as a model for other nations grappling with similar histories of oppression within the African diaspora. While Marcus Garvey's pardon is a significant step, it also underscores the work still needed to achieve full equity and justice for the African diaspora. Continued advocacy for the exoneration of Garvey and others wrongfully targeted, as well as systemic reforms, will further empower the global Black community. This moment provides an opportunity for reflection, learning, and renewed commitment to the ideals of unity, justice, and progress that Garvey dedicated his life to promoting.